news, quick market update. So here we have Bitcoin creating new all-time highs. I think mentioned that if crypto, meaning Bitcoin and Ethereum, were opening, so we're so bullish, the market would open higher than when it closed, but actually closed a little bit lower. Damn, this is fucking crazy. But anyways, I was calling this shit. I was saying how Bitcoin and Ethereum gonna blow and keep on blowing up. You're seeing now Ethereum slow down, Bitcoin still pumping. We're coming to the end of the next forward candle closing at 1. So either it's gonna be interesting because first of all we got the S&P opening the way it did because of the tariffs. There was no negotiation agreement or nothing over the agreement. It stayed the way they stayed. But we do have, so seeing how we are right now, if we are gonna drop, we're gonna drop to this area right here. Let me put my box. So like, look, we're gonna fall and test this area right here. This area right here. You can see how this indicator, there's a 3 monthly where we close a 3 monthly, and this is week. This is where we closed a week. Then this was the next one, and there's the current one right now. So when you see where the main support is at, it's right here, and we're testing it. So once we break that, the next area is gonna be in here between this and this box right here. And that's what even my indicator is telling me, hey, this is your area right here. Look how it perfectly aligns. So since we have that news, that's the only bad news that we had. Now we would have had some fucking news about war, bombing. You would have seen a greater drop, and you would have seen Bitcoin and Ethereum actually stop from rallying and all that bullshit. But since it's just tariffs, and the thing is that so Monday there's nothing on the for the market, no data or nothing. So most likely it's gonna open and still be cautious and wary because we closed on a bad weekend because of the tariff announcement that Trump did with Canada. So it's gonna open and it's gonna be also cautious, it's gonna be scared, but it's also gonna be optimistic because we got the banks coming releasing their earnings on Tuesday. On top of that, we also got data. So even though we do drop on Monday, let's say we drop to this 3 monthly, or we break it a little bit tomorrow. As the night comes up, we're gonna start pushing above the 3 monthly and start getting to this area. That's if tomorrow we come down here and start breaking it, but I doubt it. I think tomorrow we're just gonna be pushing this area right here. And as we get towards the evening, if we're down here whatnot, we're gonna start picking up and getting back to this area because we're coming. The excitement or the optimism of having good data along with earnings on Tuesday is gonna bring the market back up again, and then it's either gonna all this volatility it's either gonna make Bitcoin correct and Ethereum come back down to the same area whatnot and just stay close to there. And one of these earnings, whether it be one of these banks for this week, is gonna push the market up because I think we have more data than we have. Earnings than we have data. Let me check real quick. Tuesday we have core CPI 530, all of them, and Empire State Manufacturing. See, that's good. All three of them before the market opens, you get to see how the S&P reacts to it. That's what I like. What I don't like is when the data gets released after the market gets open, and not just that, in different time frames, different times. So the market is really up and down all over the place. Whereas like when it's all in one punch, it everything gets taken at one time. Then the market doesn't have to go all over the place and whatnot. Anyways, Wednesday, core PPI 530. Thursday we have a lot of data, and Friday. So it's gonna be a crazy week. Well, we want to hold this. We want to hold above the 3 monthly. If we fall, which we should start falling if we start falling, because based on how we look how where we are right now, we're not on the support on this area, and we're coming to 1 o'clock closing a forward candle. So from 11:45, 11:30 to 12:15, the market needs to hold this and start reversing and be up here by 2:15, 2:30, and then slowly the market is gonna pick up, try to pass this next resistance, and then hold this area and close here at 2 in the morning, and then 3 o'clock and 4, and just be bullish in this area right here. And again, as the market opens, it gets scared and starts going back down, and this is net. Or it just stays here or whatnot the whole day tomorrow. But if we do drop, again, we're gonna most likely drop in this area right here, and then just keep buying up, because the market is not that scared. It's just cautious because of tariffs, but it's not like it heard some crazy ass news. So if anything, that's where you're gonna see. That's where you're gonna see. You're gonna see the market come back down and test these prices right here. But if by 11:30 to 12:30, 12:15, it starts, being in this area, then we're gonna close here most likely by 2 o'clock. So 1 o'clock. No, cause we close at 2. Alright, don't we close at 2? Let me check real quick. I could be wrong. 12, 1, 2. Yeah, we close at 2. So the actual time should be 11:30. 11:30, 11:20, 12:15, 12:15. Yeah, 11:30. Actually, 11:45 to 12:30. 11:35. But the whole point is by 12:30 and so on whatnot, I should be up in this area. If by 11:45 we start breaking this, we're most likely gonna keep on going down and test these regions down here and be right here by 2, close down here at 2, and then 2, 3, and then start going up. But if the fear is still there, you will see just 2, 3 just stay stuck here, and then keep going down. And as 4 or 5 comes, then it's slowly gonna go up maybe and just maintain here throughout the day. But if the fear gets more as the market opens, then it's gonna start testing this. But I doubt it really. I believe that either by 7 or 8 it's gonna then correct itself and then get back inside here, and then 10, 11, 12 in the morning go back up here again. But if we maintain this throughout the night, especially towards 11:45, 12, 12:15, 30, we're gonna maintain this in the morning. If we get another crazier bad news than what we already have with tariffs, then the market's gonna eventually break this. But again, Monday night, the market is gonna recover because again of the earnings, of the data coming out. That's it for that. You're seeing Ethereum still holding, but notice how it didn't shoot. Notice how it didn't shoot that crazy away from this area. So if Bitcoin does retrace, Ethereum should maintain this area right here. If we have bad news tomorrow, I see maybe just coming to this area bullshitting here. But again, as the market then recovers, so will Ethereum, and you'll see it continue pushing on up, and you'll see finally XRP break the $3 gap. Same thing with Bitcoin. If the market goes down, you'll see Ethereum go down a little to the levels, and you'll see Bitcoin most likely stay stuck in this region right here also. And again, as the market recovers and earnings comes up, then you'll see Bitcoin continue pushing on up even higher. But if we get some sort of bad news with earnings, whatnot, then y'all see it coming down here. But just creating new support, just like it did here, it's gonna do that in this area right here. It's gonna start creating your support, your resistance, all that shit. And like I said, then once this rally continues, because Pretty much XRP is by the monthly all-time high. It's fucking right there. It's all telling you it's about to explode. Especially these earnings and these push with the market and Bitcoin and Ethereum keep on pushing on up. Definitely XRP is gonna fucking break. Especially because we got Congress talking about crypto this week. Once they start mentioning certain points, especially Trump tweeting about XRP again in this side, especially during that same day. I'm not sure which day it is. I'm gonna ask ChatGPT. Let me see real quick what it gives me. Real quick. So, Crypto Week in the U.S. Congress, July 14th through the 18th. So tomorrow through the 18th. Washington, D.C., the House Financial Services Committee in the full House will debate three major bills this week. The Genius Act, stablecoin regulations. Regulations, you guys, I'm telling you. They're talking about regulations. This is so bullish. Clarity Act, defining SEC CFTC oversight. Anti-CBD Surveillance State Act, banning central bank digital currency. So they're going to talk about that shit too. So this is why also crypto's pumping, because they're talking about it, putting regulations, they're making it into law. This market is a pivotal moment for federal crypto regulations with strong bipartisan interest and likely ripple effects across the market. Crypto Talk Web 3 with your community date Monday 14 at 6 p.m. local sports bureau monthly crypto run date 17 this week cryptocurrency taxes update. Anyway, yeah. So crazy market, crazy week, fourth mark for both markets. I'm telling you that new all time high is coming up with crypto. I mean with the XRP. But that's it for this, you guys. This is Brian Sheetcrest signing out.